Mark Walsh here in Brighton. This is my beginner's guide to coaching with the body. So I've been helping coaches, trainers, facilitators of all kinds work with the body for a number of years. The Embodied facilitator course, London and Moscow are our big flagships for that. Sometimes people are a bit nervous to get started. They've maybe been really well trained in some sort of psychological systems, linguistic work, but somehow the body's scary, and that's really a representation of our culture where the body is perhaps reduced to just a brain taxi or something sexual to make jokes about. So it's understandable there's a certain amount of fear for people in that. So what are some of the first steps you can make? Let's say you're a coach, you're a trainer, you kind of get, all right, I want to work holistically, that matters, the body is important, what do I do? Well, I'd say the first thing is being body aware yourself. We encourage people to develop a practice for that, but just having a sense of your own body during training. I mean, you don't have to be an expert in this to notice how you're sitting, to notice how you're breathing, how your movement tone is as a coach or a trainer. Self-awareness is really the start of this. Then with the client, of course, we can ask them, how are you doing in your body? What happens in your body when I say that? Even if you don't have loads of tools to work with, just that question of hey, what goes on for you when I say that is interesting. That often will bring up depth for people. Another good question, what's the body of that? So if someone says they have a problem, let's say they I'm shy, or some solution hey, I want to be more confident. You can say, well, what's the body of shyness? People will work it out. What's the body of confidence? People will work it out. So there's a couple of things there. We've got lots of videos. Useful tools, centering, that's like a tool you can use. It helps if you practiced it for years, obviously, if you're really embodying it, but that's a tool you can use with clients, something to do at the beginning of a coaching session to kind of get more out of the session, before you ask that, what do you want to get from today's session question. That's a super useful one you can use. Coaching with a group before a training begins or when you've hit a difficult spot. What else? I mean, some basic awareness around trauma is helpful. I'm going to do a video on trauma awareness for yoga teachers in the next day or two. That also could be a good one for coaches. Look at some of our videos on trauma and the body. Often the fears come from not really understanding that stuff. Consent and calibration, so if you're working with the body, making sure you don't overdo it, getting permission for any kind of touch. Obviously in corporate settings, with a lot of people, that's a safety thing for yourself as well as for participants. There are a few thoughts, basic ways to work with the body. The main one I'd say though is just get a body practice yourself. So you start doing yoga, start doing some tai chi, some martial arts, some dance, whatever, and very naturally you'll be getting into your own body, and this sort of stuff will be occurring. I mean, we can help people fine tune it, but that base of your initial body awareness and practice yourself is the key thing. So Mark Walsh signing out from sunny Brighton, absolutely gorgeous day. Supposed to be having a day off, but sometimes I get an urge to do a video. Hope that helps. Beginner's guide to working with the body for coaches.